Slow blinking. You've probably looked at your cat 100 times and thought it was just tired. That slow eye close, that lazy blink. You ignored it every single time. But here's what nobody tells you. Your cat wasn't tired at all. It was saying something to you, and you missed it. In 2020, a scientist named Karen McComb at the University of Sussex ran a study on this. She tested 24 cats across 2 separate experiments. When a human did a slow blink toward a cat, the cat was much more likely to slow blink back. The cats also moved closer to the human after getting those slow blinks. This wasn't random. It happened the same way every single time. Cats don't stare at beings they're comfortable with. A long, unblinking stare in the cat world means tension or danger. So when a cat closes its eyes slowly while sitting near you, it's not being lazy. It's dropping its guard completely. It's telling you it doesn't feel the need to watch you because it trusts you that much. The Domestic Shorthair is the most common cat in the world. They're not a specific breed. They're just mixed cats with short coats. Because they've lived closely with humans across so many different homes, they've gotten very good at reading people. Their slow blinks are real signals, and most owners spend years reading them completely wrong. Next time your cat does this, try doing it back. Close your eyes slowly and open them again. Because here's the thing. There are 7 more behaviors on this list, and what you're about to find out will completely change how you see your cat. Kneading. So you now know what the slow blink actually means, but there's another behavior that confuses people even more. And this one involves your cat pushing its paws into you repeatedly like it's making bread. Most people think the cat's testing how soft something is. Some people think it's aggression. Both of those are wrong. Kneading starts when a cat's a newborn kitten. Kittens press their paws against their mother to get milk while feeding. It's something the body does when the kitten feels warm, safe, and fed. As the cat grows up, that action doesn't go away. It stays because the feeling connected to it stays too. When an adult cat kneads, it's going back to that same calm, safe feeling from when it was very small. Maine Coons do this more than most other cats. They're one of the largest domestic cat breeds, with some males reaching over 8 kilograms. Despite their size, they're known for being very gentle and emotionally close to their owners. When a Maine Coon kneads on you, it's not just a habit. It's the cat showing you the highest level of comfort it knows how to show. But here's what most people completely miss. Cats have scent glands in the pads of their paws. Every time they knead, they're leaving their scent on whatever they're pressing against. So when your cat kneads your lap, it's also marking you as part of its safe space. That's not the cat being destructive. That's the cat saying you matter to it. And if you think that's surprising, wait until you hear what that strange clicking sound your cat makes at the window actually means. Because the real reason behind it isn't what anyone expects. Chattering at birds. You've seen it. Your cat's sitting at the window, a bird lands outside, and suddenly your cat starts making this fast, strange, clicking sound with its mouth. It looks broken. It looks scared. People think the cat's frustrated or overly excited, but the actual reason goes much deeper than that. In 2010, researchers from the Wildlife Conservation Society were studying wildcats in the Brazilian Amazon. They recorded a wildcat called a margay making sounds that closely copied the calls of its prey. The margay was literally making the same sound as the animal it wanted to catch. Scientists think domestic cats may do something very similar with their chattering. It might be a natural response that happens when a cat wants to hunt, connected to copying sounds related to catching prey. There's also a second reason that works alongside this. When a cat sees a bird it can't reach, its body gets ready to move. Everything turns on, but then nothing happens because there's glass in the way. The chattering is what comes out of that. The body's going through every step of a hunt that simply can't happen. Siamese cats make this especially noticeable because they're one of the most vocal breeds that exist. They make sounds for reasons other cats stay completely quiet for. Siamese owners hear this often and sometimes think the cat's in pain. It's not in pain. It's a natural hunting response playing out right there by the window. Now you know why your cat chatters. But the next behavior on this list is one that makes almost every cat owner think their cat's doing it just to annoy them. And the real reason's going to surprise you. Knocking things off tables. Your cat walks slowly to the edge of a table. It looks right at you, and then it pushes your cup off with one paw. People almost always think the cat's being difficult or wants attention, but the real reason's connected to something much more basic in how a cat's brain works. Bengals are one of the most active and curious domestic cat breeds. They came from crossing domestic cats with Asian leopard cats, and that background left them with very high energy and a strong need to check everything around them. When a Bengal or any cat taps an object with its paw, it's checking whether the object moves or reacts. That's how a cat figures out if something's alive and worth chasing. The paw tap that sends your cup to the floor is the same motion a cat uses to check whether a small animal's still moving. The brain doesn't separate these two situations. Any small object sitting still on a surface is something worth checking. Now, attention does play a part too, but it comes second. If every time your cat knocks something over, you come running and react, the cat learns that this action brings you to the room. But it doesn't start that way. It starts as pure instinct. Bengals need things to do. They need toys, spaces to climb, and regular playtime. A Bengal that has enough to do during the day is much less likely to spend its evening pushing your things off surfaces. But here's where it gets really interesting, because the next behavior involves your cat leaving something at your door. And when you find out why it does this, everything changes. Bringing dead prey. You wake up, you walk to the kitchen, and there's a dead bird on the floor. Most people feel shocked. Some think their cat's trying to warn them. Some think it's just random cat behavior. But none of that is what's actually happening. In the wild, mother cats teach their kittens how to hunt. They don't start with live prey. They start by bringing back dead animals, then injured ones. Then they let the kittens try on their own. It's a full teaching process. Your cat sees you as part of its family. When it brings you dead prey, it's doing exactly what a mother cat does. It's trying to provide for you or teach you. Indoor cats that never have kittens still do this same thing. They've got no kittens to teach, so the closest family members they have are you. A 2013 study called the Kitty Cam Project at the University of Georgia put cameras on free roaming cats and followed their outdoor activity. Cats killed around 2 animals per outing on average. Many of those were brought back home. Scottish Folds are calm, quiet cats. They don't look like hunters. Their folded ears and round faces make them look soft and gentle, but every hunting behavior is still fully there. A Scottish Fold leaving a dead mouse at your door isn't being strange. It's being a very caring family member by its own understanding. So your cat's been trying to take care of you this whole time. But the next behavior on this list is one where your cat's trying to protect itself, and most owners don't notice it until it's too late. Hiding. When sick your Persian's been under the bed all day, you think it just wants to be alone, so you leave it. That single decision is one of the most common mistakes cat owners make, and it costs some cats their lives. When cats feel unwell, they hide. This goes back to something cats did to stay alive before they lived with humans. In the wild, a sick or hurt animal gets targeted by other animals. Staying hidden when feeling bad kept wild cats alive. That behavior doesn't switch off just because the cat now lives inside a safe home. The body still sends the same signal. Feel weak, find a hidden spot, stay still. The ASPCA lists hiding as one of the most commonly missed early signs of illness in cats. By the time many owners realize something's wrong, the cat's already been hiding and getting worse for days. Persians have an extra concern here. They're a flat-faced breed, which means their skulls are shaped differently from most cats. This makes them already more likely to have breathing problems, dental issues, and eye problems. Their health can go down faster than other breeds. A Persian hiding for more than a day or two is a reason to visit a vet right away. If your cat suddenly starts hiding more than usual and stops eating or using its litter box normally, something's not right. Don't wait. Go to the vet. Now the next behavior looks like the complete opposite of hiding. Your cat's going to walk straight up to your face and press its head against you, and the reason it does this is something most people never figure out. Head bunting. Your cat walks up and presses the top of its head firmly against your face. Some people find it sweet. Others think the cat's being pushy or wanting something, but this is actually one of the clearest signs of trust a cat can show you, and most people spend years not knowing that. Cats have scent glands on their forehead, cheeks, and chin. When a cat presses these areas against you, it's putting its scent on you. In cat social groups, animals that trust each other share scents this way. It's how they show that they belong together. Research shows that cats only do this with beings they feel fully comfortable around. They don't do this with strangers. They don't do it with animals they're unsure about. It's a behavior saved only for the ones they're closest to. Ragdolls are one of the breeds most likely to do this often. They're named ragdolls because they go very relaxed when picked up, which shows just how comfortable they are with people. A ragdoll that presses its head against you many times a day isn't being needy. It's telling you over and over that you're someone it feels completely safe with. You've made it through 7 behaviors, and the last one on this list happens in the middle of the night. You're asleep, and then suddenly your cat loses its mind completely. Here's exactly what's going on. Midnight zoomies. It's 2 in the morning. Your cat tears through the hallway at full speed, jumps on and off the bed, bumps into walls, and then stops completely like nothing happened. You lie there wondering what's wrong with your cat. Nothing's wrong. Vets and researchers have a proper name for it. Frenetic random activity periods, or FRAPs. Cats aren't night animals. That's a very common mistake. They're actually most active at dawn and dusk. Their bodies are built to hunt during low light hours. When a cat lives inside and spends most of the day sleeping while its owner's at work, all that hunting energy builds up with nowhere to go. The late night running is that energy coming out all at once. Abyssinians are the breed where this shows up most strongly. They're one of the most physically active and alert domestic breeds that exist. They need things to do all the time. An Abyssinian that's had a quiet day will almost always have a very active night. The Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery says indoor cats need at least 2 proper play sessions every day to deal with all that energy. Play that gets the cat fully into hunt mode. Following something, chasing it, catching it, and then stopping works best. A cat that's done all of that during the day is much calmer at night. The late night running isn't a problem with your cat. It's a sign that your cat has energy left over and nothing to use it on. Give it a good play session before bed, and the midnight running will happen much less. You just went through all 8 behaviors, and now you know something most cat owners never figure out. Your cat's not being weird, difficult, or random. Every single thing it does has a real reason behind it. The slow blink, the kneading, the chattering, the knocking things over, the gifts at your door, the hiding, the head pressing, the late night running. All of it means something. Your cat's been communicating with you this whole time. You just needed to know how to listen.